All right, so we are looking for draw. We're looking for new heights. This is fine, but not great right off the bat because we're not going to get to it for a little while. So let's go ahead and let's really dig for all you can eats. I mean, sorry, all new heights. All right, we don't need to unleash the Crocs on turn 1. Now, if it's a blood control Death Knight, that's not particularly great for us because they do gain a lot of life and ignore armor. But that doesn't necessarily mean the game is unwinnable. That just means we have to be kind of aware of our limitations. So what we're trying to do is we're trying to get our Replicator-inator to get the 1 mana copy. We want our 2x Seer in hand, and then we want as much damage in our hand as possible, and ideally we want to have the weapon equipped. All right, draw a card, deal 3 damage, sure. So we're going to try not to use that, but you do have to kind of be aware of not dying. No, okay. That's fine. All right, there's the weapon. Well, there's 1 copy of the weapon. All right, deal 3 damage. Draw a card. We like that because that actually gives us more opportunity to kind of go in later. There's one of our Seers. Now, it might seem like the Bulwark is kind of awkward because ideally we want to have the Axe of the Forefathers, but you're really just using it for stall as it kind of the purpose of it is. So I don't mind if they kill it or whatever, if it sucks out a Viper, or if they like focus on, you know, doing damage to that instead of something you got on board, then great. We don't have a lot of board presence. We're running a lot of we're running the hostile invaders. We have a Hamm only because we have the ramp New Heights. We have the Replicator-inator because we want the 1 mana Replicator-inator. Rockskippers for rocks. Every piece of this deck has a purpose. And we're okay with them doing that for us, right? All right, all you can eat. We have hand management is very important in this deck. All right, so we have, if we do this, we burn a card because we're going to draw 3 cards in that. So we don't want to necessarily do that. I'm honestly okay with just getting a Bulwark out here now. Hero powering. The hand space can be a problem. Look at this. Let's go. All right. So if we play... All right, let's go ahead and all you can eat. And that gives us 10 cards in hand. So we can go ahead and unleash the Crocs here, just because we need the hand space. And then we'll drop a Rockskipper. So we still need... What do we have? We have both our time. We have both our time twisted Seers. We're gonna get our Replicator next turn. Or not as the next turn. Next turn we're probably going to... We might want a hostile invader here. Now it's okay to use some of your damage if you have to. Just try not to use too much of it, and ideally use Precursory Strikes because it'll draw you a minion, which can be useful, and also I'd rather spend 1 mana for 3 damage or for whatever damage, 7 damage, than 2 mana. So, all right, we want to clear this though. So let's see what we got. let's go ahead and hostile Invader. Both of these are deal 3 damage and draw a card, so let's just deal 3 damage, draw that card, clear the board, have a second hostile Invader, which will go very nicely with our new heights next turn. So we're happy with that. Like I said, this is a pretty tight deck. Every piece has a purpose. All right, Cultist. We're less worried about the things in our way and more worried about... Oh, that's kind of gross, isn't it? That could be a problem. But we're getting close to what we need. So let's go ahead and... let's just try to get through it. But it's not good for us. This is definitely not good. But that cleared. So we gotta get the Replicator down next turn. And probably play our heavy plate just to gain a little extra armor. Oh, I see. All right, I think next turn... I think we're going to Replicator-inator. We're going to play our weapon. We're going to hero power. We're going to hope that that's enough. I haven't played much against the Heron Stegadon build. So I don't think they can kill us this turn. And I think we can kill them next turn. So, although we are... no, we should be good. I think we're good. Especially with them only at 27 health. All right, cool. We're only taking 6 damage from that. 13. What else I got? Hopefully not a Dark Gift with charge. That's fine. Perfect. We honestly don't care about that. We just want to punch him in the face. If you have questions, feel free to ask them. That's what we're here for. All right, so Replicator-inator. Time Twisted Seer. Time Twisted Seer. Swing. Deal 3 damage, but we deal more than that. Deal 11 damage. And then kill him. Again, it's not very good against Blood Decay, so if you're seeing a lot of that, I wouldn't suggest this as the deck you play. But if you're seeing... it can handle, so far, a lot of things. So... alright, so let me see here. I gotta look at HS Guru, see if things are working. Alright. Alright, Mage. That's at least something different than Warriors and Death Knights, right? Although, what is Mage doing? Are they Arcane? Alright, so we could potentially keep the all you can eat, but I don't like it without the coin because we're gonna fill up our hand too fast. But it might actually not be the worst thing. But I'm gonna stick with... when you start settling for things in your mulligan, that's usually when things go poorly. So I'm going to start... we want to find our new heights. That's really kind of going to help us a long way. We'll trade the heavy plate here. Ham's fine. Hamm can, you know, take away a piece, but we're not running Hamm in this deck to run Hamm. We're running Hamm into this deck specifically for new heights. So it's kind of just like, oh, hello. All right, let's go ahead and shield block. All right, so next turn we have 3 mana. Oh, we're just Toki now. We're just go. We have signature Toki, and we're not afraid to play her. All right, this is fine. So we're gonna all you can eat here. Hostile Invader, Time Twist Seer, and a Rockskipper. Perfect. We have 8 cards in hand. We're feeling okay. But a lot of the problem is we have to be careful because a lot of our cards place themselves. Shield Block replaces itself. Rockskipper replaces itself. The Mixologist replaces itself. All right, so let's go ahead and Shield Block. And that will probably play next turn. Let's drop the Rockskipper now. So we're at 9 mana. Primal Glyph. So we're thinking about our next turn. I'm thinking we're going to drop Bulwark and the other Rockskipper unless we draw something better to do. We don't want to drop the Axe of the Forsaken yet. I'm sorry. Yeah, Axe of the Forefathers, not the Forsaken. This is not Sylvanas' Axe. If they have a Viper, we want to bait it out with Bulwark. Believe it or not, people are running Viper now. I don't know why. And also, we have time. We don't want to play... Usually, we don't want to play the Axe on the same turn. We go all in because we need our mana. We also have to remember they possibly have a counter spell here. All right, so Rockskipper. And then we'll Bulwark. It was not Flames of the Infinity. Which I don't think I've ever seen go off yet. That is a secret, right? That people can play. That's fine. Take up space. Oh, they don't even have a dragon in hand or whatever it is. Yeah, nope, no dragons. They're trying to get their dragons. So you know what that tells me? We're going to play Hamm next turn. And yes, the point of this guide is to show the way the deck works. However, we still want to win a game of Hearthstone, right? So let's go ahead and Hamm. Buys us a turn, probably eats a dragon. Nope, Arcane Artificer. Critter Caretaker. That came from the Scrappy Scavenger, okay. We have 9 cards in hand. Oh. Excellent. All right, so we'll play this. Now we have to remember that one of these might be Counterspell. So we're gonna unleash the Crocs. Not Counterspell. And then we'll trade the Heavy Plate.
Job's done.
So it's Oasis Alley or Ice Barrier. We don't care either way. So let's take inventory of what we have. We have 1 times Twisted Seer. We have 2 rocks. We have our weapon, and we have a Precursory Strike. So we have a lot of what we need. We need our Replicator-inator. So all you can eat will draw 3 minions. So we need to get something out of our hand. So we can probably safety goggles, all you can eat. Origin Stone, sure. All right, there's a hostile invader. Oh, so that's even better, right? This draws. So 9 cards. We play this. And then we have now 10 cards in hand. So I do not hate playing the Axe of the Forefathers into a safety goggles. So we're now 2 turns away from combo. We could possibly do it next turn. 5, 6, 7. No, we definitely can't do it next turn.
Let's burn together.
Oh, hello. They're playing that on purpose. Oh, Toki, okay. Was it? Oh, no, it wasn't created by Toki. I'm not sure. Okay, so let's go ahead and play Replicator-inator. Let's go ahead and safety goggles. And hero power. And we should be good for next turn. The only thing that could potentially get in our way is if they play another secret.
I'll blast you out of orbit.
That's kind of it. That 5-mana replicator, they don't know what we're doing with it.
Spirit, lend me your power.
All right, so we definitely don't want to swing into their face because they potentially have Ice Barrier. If they happen to have Oasis Ally, we don't care. So this is where we do our thing. So do we have enough damage, actually? Yeah, we do. So we're going to replicate. We're going to Replicate-inator. We're going to Seer. We're going to Seer. We're going to swing. We're going to rock. We're going to rock. We're going to Precursory Strike. That's all we need. So the deck really revolves around hand management and knowing what you have left and just counting your pieces. And ideally killing them before they gain too much armor. Did that game also not record? That one also did not record. Okay. Bear with me. I am getting data for Mr. Donkey at the HS Guru website. Okay. I don't think there'll be any duos tonight because I'm pretty sure Pilot will not be around. He is traveling or doing things.
Badlands, let me hear you scream. Wow, 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 wow.
It's a good question you would ask. Let me see. With this particular version, I am 8-8. We have made it better than it was before. It's still not a good deck, but it's different and it's not completely refined yet, I don't think. but I'm enjoying it. All right, this is a good opportunity for new heights. What deck is running the prize vendor? Oh, this might be a mirror. Maybe prize vendor's not a bad idea. All right, so what do we like here? We can Mixologist. All right, none of these are what we're looking for. We don't want to fill our hand with stuff. Let's summon a random 2/2 demon, and we'll take a 3 damage. That's fine. So that becomes something that we put in the back. We save that. It's fine. Oh, never mind. They're playing Boom Wrench, so they are not playing what we were playing. So they're probably playing a, and actually that's interesting too. They might be playing something similar. I could be wrong. Oh, hello, Hamm. Yummy, 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 and tummy, tummy, tummy. All right, now what you got? That might not be a bad spell to run too. Because it's damage, but it's also potential value. But what would we drop for it? I don't know. All right, we have 8 cards, so if we all you can eat here, we have to be mindful that we replace cards. So I'm going to play the Axe of the Foreman here, and I'm also going to play a Safety Goggles, specifically because they can possibly, if they kill their prize vendor off somehow or whatever like that, they're going to make us burn a card. We need to find a Replicator-inator. Line Cook. You're supposed to trade those. Not supposed to actually play them. All right, so we can go ahead and unleash the Crocs. And then Hostile Invader. And then what we got? 8 cards. So then we can shield block. And then we'll kill off this guy. So let's take inventory. We don't have our Replicator-inator. We still need some damage. Well, we have probably enough damage. Well, no, we need at least 1 more damage. We need 1 more Seer. All right, Part Scrapper. Sure. All right, 9. Let's go ahead and Rockskipper. And we're going to Safety Goggles, mostly to give us space in our hand. We're going to all you can eat. Now, what do we have? We have both of our Seers, we have our Replicator-inator, we have our weapon, and we have enough damage. So burning a card isn't the worst thing. So I think we just accept it and not panic. We're playing target dummy or something?
Sorry, my hands full.
Now, the thing you remember, Replicator, we're fine with that. Because the Replicator-inator replaces itself with this 1/1 and then gives itself the Gigantify. It goes in that order. So if we burn the Replicator-inator Gigantified, that's fine because we're always going to get that 1/1. It always replaces itself, and that's the only thing we care about. All right, well, let's go ahead and Replicator-inator. We're not going to play the hostile Invader because specifically that could potentially be an issue for us. Before Glory here? I don't think so. All right, we just wait, push damage, and then we win next turn. Unless they Viper. Or they gain like 1 billion armor. So far, I'm surprised nobody has added me to ask me what my deck is. And actually, you don't care if they play Zilliax. It doesn't matter. Normally, we hate Zilliax. And we still don't want to see Zilliax, but we're honestly okay if it comes down. Right, safety goggles, hero power. Nope, shield slam. We have more than enough damage. They use Serid, right? So we have 11 mana now? Okay, well. Replicator-inator. Time Twisted Seer. Time Twisted Seer. Swing. Rock. Mixologist. Oh, that was actually bad. Oh, never mind, it wasn't. That was dumb, though. Oh, no, it wasn't, because I made the right choice before. And then we just kill him. For a brief second, I panicked that I played the mix that brought back a minion from the dead. And if that would have brought back a hostile Invader, that would have blown our plan up.
Versus Tess. Get stabbing or get going.
I will show no mercy.
All right, Rogue. We just keep the New Heights. Yes. Yes, you do. All right, well, we're going to ramp here like a mofo. Are they deja vuing and they're going to get their own New Heights? They literally see every card in our hand except for one. And not always. Sometimes you only end up with two, depending on what you're running into. Right, so we're going to coin New Heights. That's fine.
I'll be ready.
Ah, prep. What else you got? Flashback, okay. Oh. If I cast that, that still is not enough. All right. Yeah, la, what an old bowl of cereal.
Follow the flutterwings.
That is kind of gross. All right, 4, 5, 10. I feel like that's got to die, right? All right, so let's go ahead and unleash the Crocs. All right, and I don't mind a hostile invader here because it does clear the 5/1 and becomes a threat. I could have probably also axed the Forefathers. But now they're going to want to take care of this because it's going to be in their way. So they'll probably push damage to the face, clear it with this, or clear 2. I don't know. They'll do something.
Was this your call?
No. Sure.
I'll be ready for them. It's time to strike.
Life's health. Preparation. Oh, they're going to... That's fine. That's fine. Sure. All right. They're rogues, so they're not going to gain a lot of health. Let's go ahead and Hamm. And we'll concussive shot this guy. We're going to need to find more damage, but... Ooh, what do we eat? No, that's fine. I do say amazing a lot, don't I? How you doing, Madra? Do I say amazing a lot on the podcast? Fair. I also say that's fair a lot in the podcast. I noticed that. That's fair. All right, that's fair. Hamm. Health drink. Dimensional weaponsmith. All right, there's one piece. This actually is fine, all you can eat. We have another hostile invader. Let's go ahead and cast Mixologist. All right, none of these are particularly good, so we'll freeze an enemy minion. All right, so this now becomes an activator for hostile invader. Because we did not find our damage and we did not find draw. Oh, yeah. Were you listening to, where was it? Oh, it wasn't even a thing. It was on, it was just on Twitter that Deck Tech, like, mimicked all the intros. This is before me in Pilot, but it was like Coin Concede and Blizzlet and I think something else. All right, this is fine. So let's pop the shield. We'd like to be able to kill that. But let's go ahead and hostile invader. Oh, sweet. Cam's gonna eat, and then we'll play all you can eat. There's our Replicator-inator. Oh, we ate the Tess. That is so sad for them. Was that our last episode, Ron? Yes. All right, so let's take inventory. We have our Replicator-inator. We have our weapon. We need at least one more damage, I would say. All right, there we go. So assuming we don't die. Oh, no, that's fine. That's fine. That's fine. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, we're good. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We're good. So as long as we don't die or get knocked down below 9 health, we win. Yeah, that was not bad. I like skins. Apparently they had no Death Rattle minions in their deck.
It's time to strike.
Oh, you're going to leave that guy up? Oh. Oh, what are you thinking? Just kidding. It doesn't matter. All right, so we can safety goggles, which we don't need to. And then we can Replicator-inator. We can Time Twisted Seer. We can Time Twisted Seer. We can swing. We can Rockskipper. We can damage. We can damage. And we can win. And they did not see that coming. That has to be worthy of a like and a follow. Yeah, we took a very small level deck that was at 45% win rate, and we have tweaked it to make it better. And we are now just over 500 with it. But people don't see it coming.
Renathal versus V07 TRON.
Gaze upon the pinnacle of creation.
There is a simplicity in inevitability.
And honestly, a lot of other people have never seen that deck in their life either, which is really helpful. I don't think they'll do some next week. They just put out a buff this week. I think next week is the... I don't know. I honestly... I knew they weren't going to buff... They weren't going to nerf Elise this patch. At least I kind of didn't think they would. Because of the whole... It's the card that's holding the meta together at the moment. And even though it's overplayed, I think they just want to get people to rotation.
Do you want to buy a funnel cake?
Wait, did I accidentally queue Wild? Swashbuckler into Undercity Huckster. Sure.
Face the darkness.
I think any nerfs will just help this deck, though. Honestly. We don't do well in the Paladin. Sylvanas? I don't know what you mean about Sylvanas. All right, so New Heights. Trade. So let's take inventory. All you can eat, that's not bad. We have our 2 Seers. We need our Replicator-inator. Oh, okay. Got it. I haven't played a lot of that deck, so I wasn't even thinking about it. All right, I don't think we need to worry about doing the thing here. So 8. Oh, we don't even have to. That beautiful, 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 beautiful. So we can actually trade the heavy plate and Rockskipper. So we have a 2-turn setup for lethal.
By petal and sword.
All right. I think we cleared the one thief. One thief. All right. So actually, this is going to be a 2-turn lethal. A 3-turn lethal, because I don't want to not clear this board.
All forms of life will be crushed. Planetary decimation.
Well, yes, Elise is fine. It doesn't bother me that much. In fact, I use her in one deck particularly, in Copy Druid. But at the same point, she's in every deck. So I get it. All right, let's Mixologist. Now, we're not worried about burning anything because we have all our pieces. None of these are great. So we'll give my minions +2 health. And none of these are good. And we'll save that for just in case, I guess. All right. The hell does this guy do again? Get 2 random holy spells. They cost 3 less, sure. Yeah, it's just that a lot of the decks are decks we played, right? All right. Do we have enough? We got a rock. We don't have enough damage. So we do need to find more damage. So let's go ahead and hostile Invader.
All forms of life will be crushed.
And let's go ahead and for glory.
Planetary decimation.
Okay, now we have enough damage, I think. Yeah, now we're good. So as long as we don't die,
Not enough mana.
we're good. Yeah, I pulled it out. And I can tell you why. I pulled that one out, and I pulled out the one that does 1 damage that either... there's one that does 1 damage to a minion, and if it survives, you drain a card. If it dies, you get a thing. But the reason why I pulled it out... Hold on, let me just kill this guy first. All right, so the reason why I took it out is because I kept having hand space issues. and I kept having to just cast those to get out of my hand. So I decided that even though I have two enablers now, I have the enabler of the weapon and I have the enabler of a hostile invader. And I think that was enough because we're usually dragging these games out until we have all our pieces. And like a good content creator.
Garrosh versus V07TRON.
All systems are go.
I will show no mercy.
All right, this is fine. Yeah, that started this week.
Bipedal and sword.
If you want in, talk to Schwal. They might be able to still get you in.
Bipedal and sword.
All right, new heights here. New heights here. No, I forgot to start talking. That's all right. We'll do one more game after this at least. We want one more good win.
Bipedal and sword.
Oh, I see. All right, well, we can at least kill that guy next turn and clear the board. Oh, well, I'm sorry to hear the news, but also it's week 1, so if they're ever going to get you in, it's probably this time, so. All right, well.
All forms of life will be crushed.
Sorry to hear about the job. Are you unemployed right now, or are you just looking for something new?
Follow the flutterwings.
All right, we're going to drop the replicator now. Oh, good. Well, actually, we just killed that guy, right? So we just pop. Nope, never mind, we don't. But next turn we do. Yeah. It's fine. That doesn't answer the question. We have 9 cards in our hand. They got another one of those guys. That's fine. We're not exactly where we want to be.
Rot number 802, welcome to the collection.
We do have an all-you-can-eat. And that'll get us 3 minions. Infinite Croc. 4 glory. Rockskipper. Safety goggles. Mixologist. 3 damage. Oh, we don't like any of these. I guess I had our random demon to our hand.
Job's done.
I said, "Where are you? Are you unemployed looking for something, or are you just looking for something new?"
The Fellfire devours all.
Rot number 802, welcome to the collection.
All right, so hostile invader is a beautiful thing.
All forms of life.
What do we have left? We have just our time twisted seer, so we can cast this and be happy.
Planetary decimation.
And now we just got to find our last one. Shimmer, shimmer like a girl, shim.
Another soul sold.
Shaking a stud.
We have more than enough damage. So I'm going to draw a card. We got to find our seer.
For the horde.
All right. Well, I'm sorry to hear about being unemployed. That sucks. I just went through that a couple years ago or whatever, and I'm still recovering from it. So I wish you a speedy job search. I don't know how things are in Portugal, but things in America suck for
Risks are always worth taking.
finding jobs. Oh, I see. Well, we'll just shield block. Thank you. What happened? I don't know. You died. Sucks. That has to be worthy of a like and a follow.